welcome everybody as we get in this season started up for this week 2 action. I'll have to say excuse me to anybody out there that might be saying that my voice is a little bit deeper, raspy, whatever it may be. I did get an immunization this week and just had the side effects of a runny nose, and it's just kind of taken me a bit to get my voice back, but that's okay. Nothing will stop me from doing my predictions. Nothing. Anyways, once again, we are doing the predictions. Matt and I are here. Say hello, Matt.
Hello.
There we go. Matt is back. Of course he is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And so we're going to run through the week. Basically, we're going to run through the week. We're going to see about the action. And don't worry, we'll get to a couple of good stories that I've actually seen. I think Matt has a really good story that just popped up. I think it was yesterday or the day before than what we're taping on today. But I think he could be excited. We'll see how he feels as a Chelsea fan on that. But all right, let's start the week 2. We'll do Saturday's games first. First game we'll go to is Aston Villa versus Everton. This game is being portrayed as one of the games where you have former teammates of England now coaching the two teams, battling it out. What a rivalry of two young English coaches coming into the ranks and bringing the best teams coming in. I think Aston Villa is going to go with the 4-4-2 set, and Lampard's going to also go 4-4-2 just because they're going to go old school on each other. I didn't think there was any changes on that, but other than that, there really wasn't. I didn't see any stories presenting himself. I have the game as a winner for Aston Villa over Everton, and I have it's 3-1. It's going to be the score. It's going to be a pretty high score. Reason I have that, Aston Villa is going to want to come back from that demoralizing loss that they had. Everton, I still say Lampard is just not ready to play in the big boy league yet. I've seen interviews of him playing, or interviews of him when he wasn't coaching after he already lost his first coaching job, and I believe it was Chelsea too. But yeah, didn't want to rub that in, just had to say it. And
Oh yeah, I know.
and he said he was talking about how he just that was the enlightened moment to him. He learned a little bit from it and says that he was going to take his time now before he's going to step up his game, and he'll take time. And then he came back like 3 months later and was like, hey, I'm going to be Everton. So I have the game as 3-1. And Matt, what do you have it as?
So yeah, I'm intrigued by the whole Gerrard versus Lampard thing. I think that's that's an interesting matchup.
Yeah.
I watched Everton play Chelsea last week though, and
Okay.
they didn't look inspiring, but they also kept in the game pretty much. Now maybe Chelsea just wasn't playing that well, but I think they're gonna be pretty solid on defense. Like they still have Pickford. I don't know about Aston Villa though. They lost to newly promoted Bournemouth last week.
Yep.
And like that's gotta hurt. I still don't see like where a lot of their scoring is gonna come from. Like they have Ings, they have Coutinho. They gotta figure out how to play together. They got Digne as well. But I've actually got it as an Everton victory by 2-1.
Okay.
Just because, I think Everton's gonna find a way to steal some points in some games, and like this is a perfect game. They're not playing a big team. They're playing. It is at Aston Villa though.
It is. Yeah.
It'll be away. It'll be a tough crowd, but
Yeah.
I think they'll find a way to pull up 3 points.
Okay. I mean, I disagree. I think the comeback that was like their kick in the nuts moment. We're like, oh my god, ow, what just happened right there? Holy crap! And I think Gerrard isn't gonna let, with his leadership, he's going to make sure that he is a factor. So that's why I have mine. But yeah,
that's totally fair. I'm more predicting it because I think I like the upsets. I like the unexpected results.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Of course you do. All right,
I think it can happen.
So we'll go on to our next game, which is the Arsenal Leicester City. This coming off Arsenal, huge win against Crystal Palace last week. Played well. Morale is up. The fans, of course, are like, we're gonna win the championship. We're gonna win 4 cups. Yada yada yada. You know, like they do. Um, they played a very good and solid team in Crystal Palace last week. Did very well. Um, I still saw a lot of holes in them that could be sketchy. But that's how they're coming in. I think he's gonna go with the regular 3-4-3 set that he played. But we'll see if he changes it. But to what I heard, I think he's going 3-4-3 on that. And then Leicester City is coming off a draw where they were up 2-0.
Yeah.
And they I think it was Bradford City?
Brentford, yeah.
Brentford, yeah, they let Brentford came all the way back, and I'm like, oh my God, you came all the way back, came back, fought it off, got the draw out of it, and they're gonna come in on a trip. I heard interviews of the coach. The coach was like, yeah, the team felt bad, our bad, wowie wowie wow. So he's coming off of that. I think they're gonna go with their regular set again. Nothing too serious. I don't know what they run, but I think they run also I think they do actually a 3-2. I think it's a 3. No. Is it? Maybe they go a 1-3-2-4. Is it 1-3-2-4?
They usually have Vardy up top,
Yeah,
Madison right behind him, and then like the rest of the midfield. And
so
then
they do have. Yep. Okay. So they do run a 1-3-2-4 set, which is perfectly fine. Be aggressive. I think they'll change it against Arsenal. They don't want to be aggressive against them. So I think they're going to change it. They're actually going to go with a 3. 3 up top. They'll probably go with the 2, and then, but one's going to probably play a little bit more back, almost like a defensive midfielder, and then a 4. But like I said, I haven't seen the formations yet. I don't know where had to go to see that, but I'll figure that out. And then at my predictions of the game, I have Arsenal winning this game 2-0. Again, they're going to go back-to-back games 2-0. Arsenal's going to come in strong. They're at home, and they're going to play strong. Of course, Jesus is going to come in there and score on them. Leicester City, their coach is just like, yeah, whatever, we'll be fine, we'll be mid-table. They shouldn't be thinking that this year. There's way too many good teams, and that is the worst thing you could do this season right now. They're gonna slip. They're gonna get shut out. And I'm even saying Arsenal's gonna score within the first 15 minutes. They're gonna get their first goal in the first 15, and then
you got a goal scorer?
What's that?
Who do you think scores the first goal
on Arsenal?
Yeah.
Jesus. He's gonna go in there and just score.
That's a safe bet.
Dude, he was so good last week. He went through like 4. I saw one play. He went through 4 defenders and then was like, "Oh, I'll shoot it." Bounced off the side, and the other guy could have scored easily and missed it. I can't remember who the winger was, but yeah, he missed it. But yeah, it's gonna be Arsenal 2-0, early score, and yeah, I'll say first 15 minutes score, and then they'll get some garbage goal in like the 60th minute to put a dagger into it. So that's who I have.
Okay. I've got a feeling that this game's gonna be a draw.
Okay.
I think Leicester are gonna wake up after last week. They're gonna start out pretty strong. Vardy's gonna do his magic, or Madison's gonna pull something out. But I think they're gonna choke away the lead just like they did last week. And I've got it at 2-2.
Oh, okay. There we go. Thank you.
I don't know how much faith I have in Arsenal's defense, and I know Leicester are probably going to want to sit back and try and play on the counter. So if Arsenal commit up too high, some of the faster counterattackers from Leicester could punish them. But that being said, I think Leicester is going to play a pretty defensive game. It looks here like they played a 3-5-1-1 last week, which is like basically like 5 defenders at like in your own half, 3 midfielders.
Yep.
Like it's like 8 men back basically. Like it's pretty.
It's too wide. It's like a 2 wide back set. I call it the circle trap because basically what it is like they make this like honeycomb shape in the middle.
Oh yeah.
And then 2 guys on top. And it's a pain in the ass if you go 4-4-2 or do anything where you want to get inside the box. Because those guys are malleable and can move anywhere. I hate facing it in Football Manager. Because they always, you try to get a guy in the middle, and you're like, cool, my poacher's going to take it. And your poacher's surrounded by 5 guys at that moment. You're like, crap, it's going. So
yeah. I think Leicester is a team with a lot of good players, and they've done well with these players before. It's just they're missing something. And I think they'll pull out a little bit of magic this week, but not quite enough to push them to 3 points.
Okay, and who do you think in that? What's going to happen for the 2-2? Is it going to be like 50th minute? It'll be 2-2. Is it going to be like 70th minute, 90th minute?
I think Leicester's going to score in the first like half hour. Arsenal's going to tie it up before halftime.
Okay,
and then Leicester's gonna score near the end just to have Arsenal like bring it back in like the 89th minute or something. Because I could see that happening.
Oh, if this happens, I swear to you, I'm gonna be screaming the entire time. Like, no way, no way, no way. So nice. Next game. This is the game I'll be watching. Probably. I think it's.
I wonder why.
I don't know if it's live on Peacock. But I mean that's the only way I can see my Premier League games anyways, but I think it's going to be on Peacock hopefully. And this game is going to be Brighton versus Newcastle. Brighton last week looked amazing. Played very well. I did not think. I mean, if we would have done our predictions, I'm telling you, I would have been like, new team, new everything. They're going to do great this week. Man U's gonna come in and just like dominate them. They can't score. And then I was like, what? What is this? So, I'm gonna be a little biased, so I will put my bias tilt on it a little bit. But on these predictions, I am biased, but at the same time, I'm fair. I'm biased, but I'm fair. I still think Newcastle's gonna win. But I think it'll be a 1-0 win. Newcastle's defense is too strong. Brighton will not score. Brighton's going to be having a high, the same high as they had last season. Oh, look at guys, we'll start 7-0 again. Here we go. We're going to go boom. Let's take Newcastle on. And I think Brighton's game after that is supposed to be a really good team. Isn't it supposed to be like Liverpool or something? If you could look that up.
Yeah, I can get it right here.
Yeah.
Match day 3, they are playing West Ham away.
Okay, good team. Yeah, good team.
Yeah, that's
so,
a tough game.
Yeah, so they're going to be thinking, okay, so we got to beat at least Newcastle. Worst case scenario, at least draw against them. So they're gonna play, but they're not gonna play Man U style game, and they won't score. And we still have Pope, and Pope's gonna defend it. And I think it's gonna be 1-0. But it's going to be 1-0 in like the 70th minute. This is the way Newcastle plays, and it's going to be the same style where Newcastle won't be able to score. Almiron's going to go out there and he's going to make some mess ups like he does, and there'll be some whatever. But then all the way, like, I don't know, they'll have somebody come in and they'll save the day. Don't know who it is. I can't tell you. I know who it is, but I can't tell you. Right.
Okay.
But Brighton played fantastic against Man U. Played a really good set. Newcastle, of course, played Nottingham Forest. So we didn't really get to see how they played. They didn't play amazing, but I still think they played well. Also, a big story about Newcastle. I don't know if you heard this, but one of the players, I can't remember who it was, gave 2 Rolexes to fans. In that when he was walking out, they're like, "Hey, can I get an autograph?" And the guy walked over and he walked over and gave him a box, and inside the box were 2 Rolexes for him and his son.
Looks like Saint Maximin.
Was it Saint
That's him.
Maximin? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Okay.
That's like I just want an autograph, man. Like
That's literally
you
what
didn't have to
he's
go
like, I
there.
just want an autograph, and he literally did that. I was like, wow. So,
Okay.
I mean, karma's coming back then, right there. That's gonna be a karma right there. He's gonna come in, he's like, boom. So I'm feeling it's him. Saint
I mean-
Maximin's gonna come in, he's gonna get that goal because of the Rolexes.
Okay. If karma is real though, why does Marcus Rashford not score all the goals in the world?
Because he doesn't play. Oh, when we get to the Man U, I have something that just happened 3 hours ago come up, and
Okay.
so we'll talk about that later. But yeah,
Okay.
what do you have?
So for Brighton and Newcastle,
Mm-hmm.
both teams that played well last week. Brighton, I think, is a very solid team. They've got a little bit of momentum now. I think they're gonna draw Newcastle 1-1. So only one goal different than your game. I think they're gonna find a way to score. I think.
Do you know Brighton is like, okay? Also, I will say this: if this tilts you, because like I said, I know
okay.
a lot about this game that I probably shouldn't know. Newcastle has never beat Brighton in the Premier
wow.
League at their home. Never.
Oh, at Brighton Stadium.
At Brighton
the,
Stadium. Yep.
Yeah, at the Amex.
Yep. Never beat. But with that said, last season Newcastle has never beaten Brighton in the Premier League at all, and they got a win. So take it as you would. Also, Brighton, the most draw team last season. They had I think they had 6 0-0 games.
Oh yeah.
Or
they're a very strong defensive
yeah.
team.
They had I think 6 draws last season. Newcastle, second half of the year, had no draws.
That's like the Tottenham syndrome, where they only
Yeah.
win or lose. They never
Yeah.
draw.
Yep, and that's why I'm like they're gonna get the win. So that's what I have. That I don't know why I have so much data on that. It was probably because Newcastle, but
It is
hey.
Newcastle.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be either Trossard or March that scores
Okay.
for Brighton, and
Okay.
then I think for Newcastle it's
Mhm.
gonna be not Saint Maximin, even though he's very good. I think Bruno.
Bruno, I was gonna say
I think
Bruno.
Bruno's gonna score. I think he'll have just like an
nobody
absolute
beats him.
banger of a goal. Like top of the box, just like curls it in.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. I'll say this: my daughter, 9 years old, she loves this new movie. I don't know, Disney. Your kids are gonna know it out there. Don't worry about it. Something Disney about something or something, whatever. And they all say in the movie, it's the biggest song. It's bigger now than the Frozen. Don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah, we don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno, baby. Then that's why right there, because you know Bruno's gonna get mad. That's right. I like that. I like that pick right there, just because we don't talk about Bruno. All right, next game, which I think this one we're gonna definitely be on the same mindset on.
Maybe not the same score, but
We might be on the same score, honestly, but it's going to be
Okay.
Man City Bournemouth. It's another afternoon game. It's in Man City. Oh my God!
yeah.
How did Bournemouth, like, if you guys had any momentum, it is gone after this game. But let's do the preview of the game beforehand. So we got Man City coming off a beautiful 2-0 win against a very good West Ham team. 2-0 win. Both goals, actually, if you check out our predictions video right up there on the top of the screen, you'll actually see that Matt and I were actually talking about the game while we're doing our predictions. The game was going on and we were looking at the game, and I think we saw the ending and had it was part of the video. I don't know if I took it out or not.
Those are some very nice goals.
Those are he is so good. We're talking about Erling Haaland.
Oh yeah.
And he is so good. The only way Bournemouth wins this game is if they play not football in the sense of England, but football in America. If they gotta tackle him, man, literally take him down, 2 arms right down there, pass interference, 15 yards, all that stuff, because his speed for a 6'5"? 6'5" guy. He's so fast. And they just lost him. West Ham's defense just lost him last week. Oh, my bad.
He showed well. He was like a goal a game last year.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I knew he was going to be good. I knew he was going to be this good, too. I didn't know he was going to be this good this early. Yeah. Like, I was like, wow. And he showed so much brilliance. Even the penalty shot was good because
he drew the penalty, too, himself.
Yeah. And the perfect thing was he shot the ball. His penalty shot. It wasn't like I'm going to go top corner, I'm going to blast this. It was just this little whoop. Wibble ball right into the corner, left lower hand corner, and it stayed on the ground the entire time. The goalie was like, "Oh no!" And it was like, "Yeah, whatever." Had some beautiful victory, little show off thing that he did.
Likes the celebrations.
Yep. And then I don't know if you saw, you might, because you're in Canada, but you might have seen his interview with Peacock with NBC Sports. He swore during it. He's like. Yeah, that victory celebration, yeah, that was shit, wasn't it? Yeah, that was total shit. And he's like, we're in cable right now. And he's like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I guess you can't say shit. And it's like, oh, dude, you can't keep saying that again. But he's gonna get it. He was in Germany, in Norway. I guess you could say that on, or they little censor or whatever. But being live, that was just hilarious. That brought it to me to go, like,
he's just a kid too, right?
He's just 21. A kid, and he doesn't care. The pressure's not on him, and he's still scoring goals in the biggest game. So I love it. Bournemouth got a win. I believe it was against Aston Villa. Played very well. Nice, again, like I said, Bournemouth. Nice, hot, summer, warm, amazing days. If it's like that, they'll play great. Guess what the game is scheduled to be tomorrow? It's supposed to be a nice day, but cloudy. Temperatures are supposed to be somewhere in the 60s, so it's going to be moderate. They ain't going to play well. That is how it's going to be. So I have Bournemouth playing very well that first game. They're going to do some good stuff. They played great. They scored near the ending of the game too. They scored another goal at the end of the game. That's how they got their 2-0 lead. The crowd was going wild. I think they had the backing of the fans, and that's why they really did well last week. But as for my predictions, I have Man City winning it. Oh, of course. 4-0 though. It's gonna be a big blowout. 4-0 on that one. I think the 4 goals are gonna be Harlan. No, I think Harlan's going to actually get his first hat trick. No joke.
Oh, wow.
I think Harlan's going to get his...
good match for it.
Yep. He'll get his first hat trick. I don't think Bournemouth has tall enough guys to deal with him. Here's the thing, though. Bournemouth's strongest defender is on Bournemouth's left side. That's going to be a key factor why I think this game's going to happen. Erlin has scored. He scored last season, I believe it was 29 goals. 22 of the 29 were on his left foot. So if he goes left, predict he's going to shoot it because that's where he wants it. He's not a header guy either. He sucks. He did really badly with the heading. So it's not going to be heading. But the reason why I think his height is going to be a factor is he's going to set up the goal, the outer goal. He's going to set up other people. If he can't get it to his left foot, I think teams should really watch that too. Like if they can, whoever has the best right center defenseman style, or who can push him his right side. Whoever can push him to his right side, they're gonna stop him, and that's what they definitely do, because now that they know the secret's out, that's where everybody should go. But that's just my thought. What do you got?
So funnily enough, I also have a score of 4-0.
Don't you?
We had bang on the same prediction of this game.
Yeah.
I think this is just fodder for City. Like, they are consistently a team that goes out against the newly promoted clubs and the bottom table clubs and just thrashes them, because the way they play is so fluid and so just oppressive. They tire their enemies out. They just pass the ball around them and in the net. Fun stat here.
Yeah.
Bournemouth are winless in all 16 league meetings with City. They've only drawn 2 of them, and they lost the other 14. And they've played 5 times against the reigning champions, and they've only won 2 of them. But of the 5 games, both losses. They had 1 draw, 2 losses. Both losses were against City. So every time that they've lost against a reigning champion away, it's been City. City is the reigning champion for a reason, and they're probably going to prove it. They're going to just thrash Bournemouth. I think Holland will probably get 2 goals.
Okay.
I've got the other 2 goals. I'm going to say Gundogan for 1. I know it's a interesting pick. And I think Foden will score the other one.
I think
I know De Bruyne is he's always a chance to score. He scores a lot from set pieces.
Yeah.
I think if Bournemouth has a chance to score, it'll be from a corner or from a free kick.
Yep.
I think that's their best hope. But I think they still don't have what it takes. Diaz is great, Ake is great, Ederson is just fantastic.
Yep. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking the set piece was going to come out. De Bruyne was going to do his cross where he does 2 steps, gets that shot from afar outside the box, and just top corners it like he does.
Oh, he's done that against Chelsea too many times. Flashbacks. Okay, yeah. So same prediction there. It's cool.
That's what I thought it was gonna. I told you. I thought it was gonna be like. See, I knew it. All right, our next game is another afternoon game. Southampton versus Leeds. Southampton came off a loss last week, a blistering loss against Tottenham, where their coach even said, afterward, we played hard. I'm proud of my boys. And I was like, you just got thrashed 4-1. How are you saying this? But I think he's scared. I really think he's scared. They played very defensive. They played to just not let a goal in, and then they let a goal in immediately. It was like wow style of game. They played strong. Of course, it was in Tottenham's Palace, so that's just what happens. But I think if they play the same, that's just I think they're going to play the same, have the same sets, have the same stuff. So on there, and then for Leeds comes off I believe it was a win. And the best part about that win, the American got it was an own goal, but shut the mouth of the own goal official. It was an American scoring the goal. Yes, a United States representative.
Harrison?
No, you're gonna make me look this up now. Gosh darn it. Premier League. Here we go. God dang it! I had all my notes here too.
Harrison?
Nope, it's not. It starts with an A, but I gotta see.
Because I know their manager is American.
Their manager's American, yes, and I believe that's the whole reason why.
Got Tyler Adams is also American. Is that the one?
Oh, who is? I know I'm gonna see this. It's a double A. Maybe it is something you already said, but it's a double A.
Aronson, then. Yeah.
Is his name Aronson? Okay.
Yeah. Brendan Aronson.
How do you spell the last name? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is Aronson. I'm sorry. Yeah, Brendan Aronson. Beautiful. It was a nice little trip me up header. Yes, I just saw it. So there we go. I'm gonna edit this just to let you know, but who cares? I'm the editor. I get to do it. Anyways, yeah, it was a beautiful header. They got the win. An American, mwah, love it right there. Just that, who says Americans can't play in the Premier League and do well? And so
a certain American plays for Chelsea and he plays pretty well. So
we'll get to that later, because but Leeds is coming in doing well, and they're looking at different transfer markets right now too, because some Americans are doing well. They're going to pick up a couple other Americans, no joke. I did see this. It was Kia Wagner from the Philadelphia Union, very good left back, plays very well, and he plays a lot like Trent Alexander. moves up high, can play
Yeah,
that little
okay.
set. So I think it's going to look really good in his system. So if you can't tell what I'm saying right now, Leeds is going to win this game. They're not going to
Okay.
win it. It's not going to be like a blowout win. I do think it's going to be a 2-1 win. I
Okay.
think Southampton's going to come in and they're going to be like, we got our home fans. Everybody get in there. Let's go. Rah, rah, rah. Southampton's going to score first. About 25th minute, somewhere around there, 25th, 30 minutes, they're going to score the first goal. Leeds going to have their head down. Their American coach is going to say, come here, guys. Keep in this game. Let's keep our mindsets back here. Let's get this back. They're going to then score right before the half. And they're gonna get that little boost that they need. Then Leeds is gonna score again. This time in like the 80th minute, between 80 and 85th minute, they're gonna get a goal. And again, it's gonna be the American coming in with a beautiful header. He's gonna look up, and I'm telling you this: he's gonna look up. He's gonna point to the camera. He's gonna look up, and he's going, "My goal, my goal this time." He's gonna do something where he says, "This goal was mine." It's gonna be a beautiful thing. It's gonna be wonderful. Tears are gonna be running down all the
Wow.
American Eye fans, and that's just how
I'm
it is.
sensing like a little bit of American bias here. I'm just saying. You know,
I do have it as
this says
2-1.
we got an American here.
I do have it as 2-1. It wasn't biased at all, actually. I do think it was 2-1. That little extra, maybe it was a little biased on that. But
We're talking about Americans the whole time. You know?
we are, yeah. But no, I do feel that Leeds is gonna win 2-1. I do think Southampton's gonna get in there. Then when that first goal goes in, that's when the power of the crowd is gonna go down, shut down. I think their place is called St. James's Park, and
Yes.
and yeah, when you go to any St. James's Park, yeah, the crowd's huge. Don't let the crowd stay in it because it's just gonna ruin them. So, but yeah, that's my 2-1 lead. What do you got?
I also believe Leeds will come out
Okay.
the victors.
Okay.
I think it's going to be from a score of 3-1 though. I think
Okay.
Southampton is also going to score early-ish in the first half. They scored first against Tottenham last week.
Yep.
But they just couldn't keep consistent, and I think they're going to be plagued by the same issue this week. I think Leeds has a lot of attacking power. They've scored a lot of goals last year, even when they were near the bottom of the table. They lost a lot of games while scoring 1-2 goals. I think they're gonna, I think it's gonna be 3-1 Leeds. I think one of them's gonna be an own goal. That's my prediction. They had an own goal last week. Fun fact: there were 4 own goals in the first match week. Which seems like a pretty high number.
I saw that says that too. Yeah. Yep, go ahead.
It's like, I just maybe there's some weird thing with own goals this year. There's gonna be a lot. I don't know, but I'm picking Leeds to get 1 own goal this week.
Okay.
I think the Southampton goal is gonna be assisted by Ward-Prowse,
Of course.
and it's gonna be probably like a deep cross or a free kick or something. That guy can pass so well. And then I think Bamford's going to score for Leeds as well. That's
Love
my
it.
prediction.
Yep. Good.
Former Chelsea Youth Academy Patrick Bamford.
Oh,
reporting
come on. God.
You can talk about America. I'll talk about Chelsea.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Boo.
I didn't even bring up Brighton's Chelsea loanee who subbed in last week and played phenomenally against United.
I'm going to edit this whole part out. It's good. We both have it as leads. So, next game, Wolves Fulham. I think this game is still an afternoon game, but I think it's a 3:30 game in England in British time. So. It'll be a little bit later than normal, but I believe it's that's the game time. It's Wolves versus Fulham. Wolves come off a draw, I believe. Was it? Oh, loss. Okay.
Lost to Leeds.
They lost to Leeds. Okay, very good. Like I totally knew that. Yeah. Wolves came off a loss last week. They played well. It was an end of the game. Point 2. So, but they played pretty well. Stats were pretty much the same. Surprising one. Wolves actually had more possession, 60-40 on that. I'm just checking the stats now to see this out. Probably should have done that earlier, but they had better pass accuracy and possession. I think teams like them should definitely have pass accuracy, more shots on target, more shots period, and they still lost. So, but yeah, Wolves played pretty well. I saw the highlights of the game, and yeah. Then we have Fulham drawing to Liverpool. Biggest upset, big story on that one. Nobody could believe it. I did not have that game as a draw. I had that game as a loss. Right? Yeah, whoever had that, dude, come with me to Vegas because we're gonna make some bets. We're gonna make a lot of money off of that one. But yeah, they're gonna play off of that. They're gonna that momentum that they had. They had that goal scorer. Holy
Mitrovic.
Crap, man.
His first goal was incredible.
Dude, even his penalty shot was pretty good too. I was really surprised on that one.
If I remember right,
yeah.
He led the championship in goals last year.
Yes, he did. Yep. And people were going to say that he wasn't going to do well in the Premier League because of that. He's like, but can you play in the Premier League? He showed again, just like Harlan. Yeah.
He showed though, like in the past. So this isn't the first time that Fulham has been promoted after dominating the championship.
Yep.
And the last time they really struggled in the Prem.
Yep.
So maybe they'll change their fortunes this time, but it's hard to say.
Could, yeah.
They had a good first week.
I have this game as another draw for Fulham. It's going to be a 2-2 draw. Wolves played way too well to get that loss against Leeds, and they're going to be playing at home, and they're going to go in, and it's going to be straight up. It's going to be like Liverpool all over again. Fulham has so much momentum coming into that, thinking that we can beat anybody because of that, and Fulham's going to score the first goal, Wolves' second goal. Fulham's going to score that third goal, probably 75th minute, and Wolves is going to pull the reverse from last week and get a goal in like the 85th, 90th minute. I can't tell you who it's going to be, but I will say
let's just say Huang. I feeling it'll be Huang.
Really?
Your new signing, yeah.
Okay.
Although my prediction's a little bit different, but I'll get to that.
Okay. But yeah, I'll say that it'll definitely be. It's gonna be something out there. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the starting lineup. Nobody's posting it yet. But I will say I will say this because I'm North American biased right now. Jimenez gonna come in on this one, score that goal, show everybody he's still got the power because he wants again, like we talked about last week. He wants to get that Mexican bid, which more than likely he's going to get, but he wants to show him, like, I got what I'm going to do. So, 2-2, that's what I have.
Okay. My prediction's a little more boring.
Okay.
I think Wolves are a very strong defensive team. In fact, last year, they only allowed 43 goals in the entire Premier League season, which is less than Brighton, less than Arsenal, and less than Palace, and only 3 more than Tottenham. So I think they are going to keep a clean sheet against Fulham, but I also think they're going to struggle to break down Fulham as well. A team that only had 33% possession last week against Liverpool, did get scored on a couple times on defense, but like you look at those goals and it's like, I don't think those goals are very easy. I think it takes a lot of something special to break them down, and I just don't know if Wolves are going to have it. So I think it's going to be a 0-0 draw.
Oh,
there's always one, like, every once in a while
the most boring game ever. 0-0, no highlights. It's going to be 9 minutes of highlights.
There's going to be like a crazy save by Jose Sa on Mitrovic. He's going to be all alone. He's going to break through the defense and just like get robbed by the keeper. That's what I think.
God, it's so boring. God. But hey, it's your choice, not mine.
It's boring games, it happens. Maybe it'll be a rainy day,
There you go. Yeah. It's not gonna rain. So yeah, you're right. You're right. The weather report, I don't know. Yeah, it's not gonna
Where is the
rain.
game? Wolverhampton?
Yeah, it's in Wolverhampton. My buddy Hawkeye is from there, so I always joke to him about those games. But yeah, our next game, Brentford and Man U. This is the late night game, and it's in Brentford. Brentford, of course, comes off a beautiful win last week. Um, Played very, oh my God, incredibly well last week. Excuse me, Brentford came off a draw. I
They drew,
apologize.
yes.
Yeah, apologize. Came and they played so well. Should have won that game. Um, they'll be at home though this time. They'll be at home.
Yep.
I believe they're gonna play. They're gonna play their same sets that they have. Um, Brentford's coach said, I'm doing good. I feel these guys. Because of the big story in this game is Ericsson coming back to Brentford. He says, I'll give him a hug. I'll wish him well. I'll talk to his family, make sure that they're doing okay, make sure he's doing okay, and then at the end of the game, I'll give him another hug. And he says, but at the end, I hope we get the 3 points and they have the 0 points. I think that motivation that you have there in a coach having positive, and he looked like he meant it too, that he actually can beat them. I love that mindset. On the Man U side, Man U, I believe, because this is one of the things I had on my news report, or had on my ticker for news. Man U, and we talked about Rashford earlier. Man U, two big things. They are close to a deal for a guy from Juventus. Decent player, Adrian Rabiot.
Yeah.
They're close.
He's a very good player. Yeah.
He hasn't signed yet, but they
He
said that
won't be playing
they're close.
tomorrow.
No, that's why I said he's not going to be playing tomorrow, but they said that.
Yeah.
Also, you said about Rashford. Funny thing you said
Yes.
that. Rashford is now linked to PSG right now. I don't think he's going to go.
With all the forwards they have, what do they need Rashford for?
I know. What's PSG? You know why. But I think with big stories like I think the big stories of that happening, all this stuff, they're talking about transfer deals, and they're talking about, this person leaving, this person leaving, Ronaldo's getting out of here, Ronaldo maybe wants to play. Ronaldo is playing tomorrow. They've already stated Ronaldo is going to be playing tomorrow. That's a big part of the game in there. They have a couple other guys that are going to be in there. Erik ten Hag, though, I think his mindset is, I got to get this win. No matter what, I got to get this win, this push. But yeah, there's so much transfer rumor in there. It's incredible. My score that I have it as a Brentford win.
Ooh.
I know. Even though, here's why though. Ronaldo's going to come in. Ronaldo is going to be Ronaldo. He's going to come in. I think Brentford's going to score quick. They're gonna score quick. The morale's going to tank right at that moment. It's in Brentford. Crowd's going to go wild. Ronaldo's going to be like, shut everybody up, and he's going to be yelling at his players, and it's going to bring them down, right? And Rashford's going to see this. Rashford's going to be rattled, even though he's probably more than likely going to be on the bench. But from that point on, I do not see their team's morale is so low right now. I don't see them coming back. I do think Ronaldo's going to get that goal. He'll get the goal late. It'll be about 75th minute. Brentford's going to get the 2 goals. I can't tell you who's getting those, but it's gonna be basically in set pieces. Brentford's very good at set pieces. Their coach is going to be very positive with them. They're going to move. They're going to groove. And I have a 2-1 win, Brentford. What do you have?
So, interestingly enough, you and I have the same goal score, but I actually have it the other way.
Okay.
As much as it pains me to say, I think Manchester United will take the win. Like you said, it's Ericsson's return to Brentford. I think he's going to be pumped up. I think he's going to play, hard on his sleeve, just a really solid game. I think he scores the opening goal. I think Brentford tie it up after halftime, like 60th minute maybe.
Okay.
I think they bring Rashford on as a sub, and I think he scores just like an absolute cracker in like the 75th, 80th minute, somewhere in there, and just silences the crowd. And he does it for his good friend Christian Eriksen, good teammate, gets the win against his old team. Yeah.
Okay, so do you think that they're going to bring Rashford on to try to boost up his transfer value, or are they doing it because... Go ahead.
I think he, like, either like somebody's going to be tired or frustrated or whatever.
Yeah.
Whether that be like Ronaldo or one of the other attacking players.
Yeah.
Like Sancho, maybe Fernandez. I think they're going to bring him on for fresh legs to get some rotation, and because he can still be a threat to score, even if he hasn't a lot in recent days.
So good.
I think that would be the best feel-good story of the day, and I'm here for it.
Totally. I'm here for it too.
Rashford and Eriksen scoring. Yeah.
I think I believe the same thing.
Of all of the United players, like, I could be okay with those ones. You know?
Yeah, me too. If those two scored and nobody else, I'm happy with that. Okay, so let's move on to the Sunday games. Sunday morning game, Nottingham Forest versus West Ham in Nottingham Forest. This will be the first game Nottingham will have, will be at home for a Premier League game in 15 years, 16 years or something like that. Like, they were in the first time the Premier League was, when the Premier was made. They were in the league, and then they dropped out like 1 or 2 league years later. Got relegated. It hadn't been up. Finally, is back up there. Their first game at home will be against West Ham. Nottingham Forest played Newcastle last week in a loss, 2-0 loss. Played, like I said in my prediction video, not that well. Really, really badly. They got kicked around a little bit. I actually had the prediction it was going to be 4-0. Could have been easily 4-0. It was only 2-0, but beautiful goal by a couple of the people at Newcastle.
Cher's goal was just
was
incredible.
It was, oh my god. But we're talking about Nottingham.
Yep.
I think Nottingham's going to try to play more defense again, but I think they're gonna play a little bit harder. I think they're not gonna be so passive, blasé, and then really try to stick it to West Ham. West Ham's coming off a loss last week, an unfortunate loss last week, but a loss and all the same. But yeah, West Ham's going to come off a loss against Man City. They did play well. I would say they would even play great if some dude from Norway would have, just not been born. Would have been great. But they did. That is how it is, and but I do applaud them for sticking in there. I think they're gonna have a good year. Same formation is gonna be set by both teams. No changes, I think, and it's just gonna be played out. My score, I have it as West Ham wins. No surprise there. I have it as a 3-0 win, stomping. 2 goals in the first half, quiets the crowd. 1 goal for good. For goodness sake. I have it as the last goal is going to be Declan Rice, just to stick it to everybody who says he can't score, he can't do it. So it's going to be Declan Rice going to get the last goal. But like I said, I think it's the 60th minute. They'll have that game over. They'll have the game over by halftime. Their possession, all that stuff's going to be gone by then. What do you have?
So I actually have the exact same results. I've got West Ham 3-0.
Okay.
I think the game will go a little bit differently. I think West Ham is very strong. They're a great team in possession, but they are visiting Forest, and first game in the Premier League. And I checked, they got relegated in 1999.
Yep.
So it's been over 20 years.
Yep.
Their fans are going to be hungry. They're going to give them a really good boost for about half the game, I think.
I think
West Ham are going to break through in like the 59th minute.
Wow.
and then the watershed is going to open. They're going to score an own goal for the second goal,
Oh, I'm writing that
and
down.
then and then the third goal is just going to be like a dagger from Socek, I think, to just put them away.
Oh, that's a good feel good story right there. Like it. Okay. Now comes the big game for our friend Matt here.
Oh boy.
If you don't know this, this is one of the big 2 or 3 rivalries in as they would say all of sports, which I would deny that. But
London for sure.
yeah, definitely for London, definitely for the Premier League. It is a big game. We have late night game, Chelsea versus Tottenham, but it's in Chelsea.
At the bridge.
Yep, he's going to be at home, and that crowd is going to be a rocking. So I don't want you to be knocking on that one. Yeah, Chelsea's going to come in playing great. They came off a win last week, a beautiful win last week. But they're going to come off. They come off a win. They played, honestly, they played well. To what I saw, at least the highlights. You may have seen the game. I don't know. But
I can talk more about that if you want.
Give me a second to kind of I'll do the 2 teams. I'll say my predictions and they played decently. I didn't see any problems. I didn't see anything. Of course, Matt's going to get onto the Chelsea game a little more. Then we have Tottenham coming off the huge win against West Ham. Holy crap. I'm sorry, not West Ham, but Southampton. Southampton, thank you. Huge game, played phenomenally. Oh my God, pure dominance on that one from head to toe. Holy crap, I could not see them playing any better than that. 58% was the possession. 85% on the pass accuracy. They did have a couple extra fouls, which is kind of weird. But 18 shots, 8 of them on net, and they scored 4 of those goals. So half the goals were on there. 10 corners, incredible. They almost had as many corners as Newcastle did against Nottingham Forest. Newcastle had like 7 in the first half, so played phenomenally. They're gonna go, of course. They have Tottenham has a wonderful coach coming in. They both have great coaches, but Tottenham's coming in.
His old team too.
Yeah, coming against his old team. He's gonna be motivated to get that win. Chelsea's coming in with their brilliant German manager. Big mindsets are gonna. I mean, it's gonna be back and forth, fight. I think Tottenham gets the win in the 92nd minute. It's going to be, the crowd is going to go wild. Everybody's going to be clapping. And all of a sudden, here it goes. Mendy's going to be looking in the crowd, waving at his mom, like, "Hi, Mom, how you doing?" And then all of a sudden, a goal is just going to be like, "Oh, what happened here?" It's going to be a Barcelona-Liverpool moment in the corner. Didn't see it happen. Goal's going to go in. 2-1. 93rd minute is what I have. And what do you have?
Oh man, there's so many storylines for this game.
So many, I know. Go ahead, go through them all. Yeah.
Conte's return to Stamford Bridge. So I started watching Chelsea in Conte's first season as manager. They struggled a bit at the beginning. They went on this like 14-game win streak. They won the league. It was absolutely incredible. He's such a passionate manager. He just gives his all every game and just so much energy. I respect him so much. I think they did wrong by him by forcing him out. I wish him all the best, except for tomorrow, where I think he is not going to pick up that win against the team.
Surprise.
So I'll start off by saying I didn't really think Chelsea were that inspiring last week. They had a lot of possession. They passed the ball around. They lost the ball in the final third a lot. I found like they weren't clinical. They didn't score a goal except by a penalty, and I think they're going to finally find the back of the net. I think they're going to score 2 goals, but I think they're also going to concede 2 goals. Tottenham has just an electrifying offense. They got Kulusevski, they got Kane, they've got they got everybody, man. Like, they have Son, they have Sessegnon who scored last week. They got Hoybier. I really like Betancourt. Yeah, like just a very very strong team. But they're Spurs, so they're gonna bottle it. They're gonna have a lead. They are the bottlers. If any Spurs fans watching, I know I'm sorry, but you know what I mean. They're gonna choke at the end of the game, allow an equalizer in like the 80th minute. Just for you, it's gonna be coming on off the bench. Christian Pulisic.
Yes.
Scoring, just like he's gonna dribble past like 3 guys and just slide it in the bottom corner.
Okay.
And they're gonna draw 2-2.
Okay.
Not gonna be an ideal result.
Okay.
But they're gonna be feeling relieved that they didn't lose to Tottenham, because losing to Tottenham always feels horrible.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Like,
okay. Do you want to talk about your signing that you had this week? It just happened like 9 hours ago or something like that. I think it was. Have you heard about this? I don't think you.
If it's been officially announced, has it?
I have it as officially announced, but I heard it from my sources, and that they're usually really good with it, but they could not, maybe not be.
Is this for the Frankie De Jong?
No, this is a Aubameyang.
No.
Yeah, from Barcelona. Yes.
We don't need him.
No, that's why I said I thought that was the guy you were talking about. Yeah, Aubameyang. Some reason there is talks that they want to bring him in, and I think that is the dumbest move in the world. But he's playing really well at Barcelona. He's doing really good, and I think they said that his mindset is back to, I want to play soccer. I want to come back to England again, and I want to play for a title. I want to play for a title on a good team that can actually play and will actually use me well. But like I said, I hear they're in talks, and it should happen within a week or two.
It looks like there's some history there with Tuchel.
Yep.
It looks like it looks like him and De Jong could happen, but I just don't see.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I don't know if that's really like what they're looking for. They do want goals, and he's a goal scorer. He's getting up there in age a little bit, but
I'll say it's a terrible choice. But I thought
Arsenal player, which would be hilarious if he scored against Arsenal. Like,
I think
we would love that.
I just think that would be the worst thing in the world. But that's what I thought I heard. Okay. Anyways, so we'll go on to Monday now. Monday's game, Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. Prime time. Everybody's gonna be seeing this game. Everybody's gonna be watching the game. I more than likely will be watching it too, because it's usually my day off. I'll probably be editing this video. No, I gotta edit the video tonight, so I'll get it up tomorrow. But I'll be having the video for next week. Matt and I will be doing a video on Monday, and then I gotta edit that one. I'll probably be watching that game to kind of scream out there and go, "Holy crap, this happened! Oh my God!" Blah 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 blah. But we have Liverpool coming off a draw against Fulham, as we heard. Liverpool did not play well at all. Their defense was rocky. Their defense just didn't have what it takes. They slipped against Fulham. A key thing that I saw a lot of videos, even a lot of people saying online, were that as soon as Fulham had a chance to do a counterattack against Liverpool, they boom and went. And that's how they got their 2 goals. Was they had the counter, and they had the counter going. I think Jurgen's going to come in and go, "Listen, guys, this is not how we play. This is not how we do this. This is not Liverpool. If you don't like it, get the hell out. This is our style. We're going for a title this year. Okay? We're going for the championship in the league. Listen to me, or get the hell out." And I think his team will step up. I think the captains on the team are going to get the lineup right. Have the same set. Salah's going to go in there, of course. They'll get their was it Nunez? Nunez is going to come in. He's going to go play pretty well. He's going to be there. That's going to be the X factor in the game. But like I said last week, played terribly in standard of what Liverpool should be playing. They let too many chances up on that. Crystal Palace. surprise, surprise. Crystal Palace lost also, but they lost against Arsenal. And I feel that game could have either been tied, could have been a draw, or that game could have been easily Crystal Palace win. Arsenal did not play well. They did not play the way they should have been playing. They just didn't have what it took. Crystal Palace came in, tried their best, couldn't get what they needed to. If you check the stats on it, 10 shots for both teams, 2 shots on target for both teams. So the key factor on that was certain luck, and that's it. Possession did go to Crystal Palace, 57% to 43% to Arsenal. So, I mean, you have it to where that game could have easily been Crystal Palace's game. But Crystal Palace played very well for a team that got a loss. And I will say they were the best team that lost this week to play on what the field was. Not overall was, but best team on the field. I have the game as it is at Hatfield. It is the first game of the year. I do not think that field will allow a loss at that stadium. That stadium is a fortress to go through. It is hell on earth. And I think it is going to be a 2-1 win. Mo Salah is going to get another goal. Nunez is going to get the second goal. I don't know when they're going to get it, but more than likely they'll get it. One of them will get it in the second half to kind of get that draw or be able to close it out. It's not going to. You'll see it. It won't. I don't feel like it's going to be a close game like it was with Arsenal, where it's like, what were the stats on this? I think just Arsenal's too good. They're going to come back. Klopp's going to say no way. And then it's gonna. But yeah, I have it as a 2-1 win. Salah and Nunez get the goal. Crystal Palace, I don't know who's going to get it. Somebody's going to get a random one to go in. More than likely it's going to be a header, but yeah, I have it as that. What do you got?
So I got a few stats to start us off here.
Please.
In the last 10 consecutive Premier League games that these two teams have met, Liverpool have won all 10, and they've scored 30 goals in those 10 games. They're also unbeaten in their last 20 Premier League games. They've won 16 out of those last 20.
Yep.
And they haven't lost their first home league match in any of the last 18 years.
Yep.
They're good at home. They're good starting the year. They're good against Crystal Palace. I think they take it 2-0. I'm going to predict a penalty this game.
I would say.
I don't know who takes their penalties, if it's going to be Nunez or if it's Salah.
It's going to be
Most
Salah.
likely Salah.
Yeah,
he's going to score.
Yeah.
He's going to just smash it into the corner. And I think the second goal is going to be a Van Dijk header on a corner or a free kick or something.
Okay.
The man's got he's got good aerial abilities.
He does.
And they're gonna look comfortable. Now, Palace did look good in possession last week, but again, Liverpool is just a team that's very strong on the counter.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to watch out for that. I just think, Klopp is a very strong manager. He's gonna look at it. He's gonna look at all the tape. He's gonna know exactly what his team didn't do well last week. They're gonna fix it this week, and they're gonna just look dominant.
Yep. I will say something as a counter to your statistics that you have there.
Okay.
I believe you said there's one that what was the one where the win thing again against what was the one?
They've won 10 in a row in the Premier League against Palace.
And do you remember one of the games?
You were thinking about Newcastle?
No. I'm talking about the. Why is it always? No, it's not about Newcastle. No.
Okay.
They had a game. I believe it was last season. Where, and I watched this game. And I was like, all right, is this game gonna really end like this? I believe it was 7-0 win.
Oh my god.
That was the same week that Man U lost. I think it was 6-0. But yeah, Crystal Palace got blasted in that game, and they want the fight back. They want revenge. That's why I don't think it's going to be 2-0. I think it's going to be closer than people think. And I really believe on that because they remember it. A lot of people don't remember it. You forgot about it. I remember it because I saw the game. I was like, God dang, But I think you go in there and you get blasted, you get punched in the mouth that hard and fall down and get back up and go, oh, we remember. Just wait. And I think they come back on that one. But that's our predictions for this week. I want to thank my friend Matt, of course, again for this beautiful thing. I told him the video was going to be 30 minutes. Yeah, that didn't happen. But thank you again, everybody, for if you guys watched the entire video. We truly do appreciate that. I have fun with this. I know he's having fun with this. We'll be back next week. Actually, we'll be back. I'll do this video will be up for you guys tomorrow before the prediction video. We'll have our true prediction video for the full year done tonight. So that's the first video. Video is going to be up tomorrow for that video. Then I'll have an extra little side video for Sunday, and then we'll have our predictions for next week and reactions. I'll have a prediction video, and then I will have a reaction video for Tuesday that I'll have up, and then for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you guys can watch other videos that are on the channel, or maybe I'll start doing other things. I don't know. We'll see how press that like button. Maybe I'll do more. I don't know. But anyways, thank you guys so very much. Have a beautiful day.